Hello, I'm Kathryn. Here I am. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Left Undone Incomplete Investigations. My camera looks weird today. How's everybody? Happy Saturday. I'm glad it's Saturday. I need it to be Saturday. And you guys are going to have to catch me up a little bit because it's been just a crazy week and I'm completely behind on if there was any big news. So if you're new, say hi. And also, if you're new, the way that we do our Saturday live every Saturday morning is it's very interactive. I'm not going over specifics of the case. We talk about the case, basically. Hi, Moonmaid. Hi, Andy. I'm okay. I'm okay. I went with a friend out to, I took yesterday off, went with a friend out to a winery, and it was nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks. It was just weird, it's like when somebody dies that I didn't like, I would have never got back together with them. We broke up, but when somebody dies that you've known your whole life, it's just like, what? And especially because my friends keep dying and it's not fun and we're not old, So, thank you. Thank you guys. You have no wrench today? Why? Oh, weird. Let me just give it back, Melissa. Oh goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's all right, see if it's back now. Yeah, you should have the wrench. Hi, Susan. Thank you for being here. My moderators are here. Anyways, thank you guys. I don't know. I never thought I'd be like a basket case over something like that because like I said, we were engaged. And I've known him since I was 18. And then we broke up when we were younger when I went to be a flight attendant. We got back together, back in 2010 and stayed together for several years, but we wound up breaking up because he's one of those, he's an alcoholic, but he's very functional 99% of the time and doesn't drink at all. But when he drinks, he goes into, he would go into like a month of drinking. And I just, after like the third time we were together for about 4 more years and engaged, I was like, this can't be my life. So, and everybody's like, oh, you need to get rid of him because you're enabling him. And so I told him, if you stay sober completely for 2 years and go to your meetings and everything, because he was really good about it. When he was sober, he was sober. It was great. But I said, then you can come back. Anyways, now he's dead. So he's not coming back. It's hard, because people have bad things that happen in their childhood and it affects them forever and ever. He was abused as a child, but he was a great guy, really good guy. Really, really, really good, great guy overall, except for that flaw. But it didn't make him a bad person, you know what I mean? Hey, so you tested positive for COVID-19 antibodies? Oh, did you? So you did have that high fever, I remember. Nice. Yeah, addictions are hard. I was really sick. I flew back from Orange County and I changed planes in San Francisco in January. And they say that it wasn't, they weren't testing for it then. They didn't even really think about it then. But I got super sick about a week and a half after I got home, and I changed planes in San Francisco and I was flying United. And, a lot of those planes come in from Wuhan and everywhere in Asia. And I was in San Francisco airport for a few hours and, I got really sick like that, like a fever like that. It was so unexplainable the way I was sick. Moonmaid, you are? Yeah. It's so hard, So anyways, I got really sick like that too. So I'm curious to do the antibodies. You know what? So a couple of years ago, he fell off a balcony, right? Whatever. I thought that was the end of him then, but he wound up with some, trauma, brain damage, I guess, traumatic brain injury. And he was having a lot of short-term memory stuff lost, but he was okay. He was okay. But the other day, now this is weird. This is weird. Okay. Monday night, I guess he was talking to sister on Monday day, and he was saying that he was having a hard time breathing, just like Alex, like the description of Alex, right? And he thought it was just, he was coming down with something, or, he's a smoker. So whatever. And so he didn't do anything. Well, by that night, at like 10 that night, I guess he had complete respiratory distress, and by the time 911 was called and EMS got there, he was already gone. So it sounds like a pulmonary embolism. Maybe it was COVID, maybe it was a heart attack, but it sounds like, yeah, Melissa, after the balcony thing, he was really not the same anymore. I guess, when you get your head, you know, smashed, it's not so funny. So, I mean, it's serious. And so yeah, he could have been COVID, I don't know. He's in North Carolina. My hair is bugging me right here, so I'll keep playing with it. He was in North Carolina, and his kids are in New Jersey. Well, one's in California, one's in New Jersey. So they're cremating him, and then they're gonna do a memorial. But I don't think I can go. It's all the way across the country, and I know Denise Rainey. Now I'm not. I've heard the name. I'm not super familiar. I've probably popped in and watched a video once or twice, maybe part of it. But Denise Rainey, she's young. That's sudden. Was it sudden? I mean, I was reading the descriptions of it, said she got sick and then got sent home from the hospital and then she wound up dying. Hi, Tina. Yeah, it could be COVID. It could be but when my mom had her pulmonary embolism, I was right there. So then again, now I feel a little guilty because if I would have recognized any symptoms, if he told me he was short of breath that day, I would have got him to the ER. I know I would have, but I had that knowledge base, So now I'm like, oh, I'm guilty. But I can't feel guilty, but I kind of do a little bit. That's crazy. I would love to get the no, you're immune right now. I mean, you can't get it and you probably can't pass it as long as it's not active. So I'd love to get the antibody test because my daughter still insists that I have to drive back to California when the baby comes. And I don't want to. I want to fly. I hate driving 12, 13-hour road trips. So I'd be happy if I if I tested positive for the antibodies because then she'd let me get on a plane. She was a fantastic person. That's so sad. And I was looking at some of the pictures. Excuse me. Somebody put some pictures on a video of her. It looks like she has a husband and a son. She looked like a happy lady. It's really sad. I wonder what happened. No idea where you got it, huh? That's crazy. Yeah, COVID. But now, where I'm at, there's literally one death in the whole county. There's 85,000 people in the county. One death and like 22 people that actually were ever tested positive for it. So I don't know why it's not up here. Maybe we're more spread out. But my friend was saying, like, if you look at like the Pacific, like north besides Washington, go inland, like all that way, there's very few cases. Maybe because people are more spread out. We're not New York City. We don't have public transportation, all that stuff. So that's really sad though, that Denise, I mean, it looked like she had a lot of people that really liked her. And I know that Paul from Live from My Sofa was talking about her yesterday too. I just didn't I was busy yesterday. I didn't get a good listen to it. I'm in Southern Oregon, Susan. There are 5 positives in your zip code. Ever? Like from the beginning? Wow. And you never tested when you were sick though, right? You just tested for antibodies later. Yeah, Eastside Washington is still racking up about 40 cases a day. And they started, well, they're kind of a big airline hub too. People come from, there's a lot of, into Seattle, there's a lot of flights that come in from overseas, over Asia and stuff. So probably came in on a plane or initially and then just spread up there. And then I know Phoenix, Chandler area. Yeah. So it just spread up there and then it went into like a nursing home or assisted living. And then it got a whole bunch of people up there in Washington. So I'm glad that you got antibodies. I kind of wish I had antibodies too. I'll make more emojis today. I'm working on a video. Kim was very nice and she did an outline for me and she got it to me like 4 days ago and I still haven't finished it yet because all this stuff that went on was really weird. Monday night, I guess he would have died about, I told some people this, but he would have died about 8 my time, maybe 9, 10, approximately. And I was busy cleaning out a bathroom drawer right around that time. And I found the wedding ring that we bought for him to use when we were going to get married. And I was like, oh. And it was still in the box. I hadn't seen it in forever. And it was still in the box. And I opened it and I looked at it. And I'm like, oh. And so then I nicely tucked it. I didn't pitch it. I didn't say, get out, whatever, jerk. I nicely put it in the back of the drawer in a little corner. And the next morning I woke up and found out that he passed away. And his daughter said that she got the call from the police about 11 p.m. on the East Coast. So it was almost exactly when I found that ring is when he probably died, which is really weird to me. Really strange, right? Isn't that bizarre? Denise Rainey, I guess she's also a YouTuber and she does true crime. Yeah. So she died, I guess just the other day, and they don't really know why. Yeah, it is cool. It made me feel better. Oh, and then one more thing. Okay, so then one of his favorite bands was Little River Band because, we're old. And there's a song called Cool Change. And his ex-wife had posted rest in peace to him on Facebook. And she put that Cool Change song. And then he loved the water. He was a fisherman. He worked on fishing boats. He did all that stuff. And so this is another really weird thing that happened. So she posted that song and I was like, oh, that's totally him. Yeah, he loved that song, because it talks about the ocean and the whales and they're my brothers. I don't know if you know like the lyrics, but it's a beautiful song. And so she posted that song and then I was like, went back to work. And then a little while later, I was like, I turned on music and that was the song that came on first. Cool Change. And I was like, okay, now this is getting weird, right? Super weird. Of all the songs to come on the radio. So strange. And then 2 songs later was like our song that we danced to when we were young for the first time ever. So I was like, okay, all right, okay, go to the light now. Go to the light, please. Stop. I was just like, but when my dad died, the same kind of stuff happened. I don't know if it's just me or if it happens to a lot of people, but really weird stuff happened like that when my dad died. Like really weird. So I don't know why. I don't know if it's, God sending you signals that everything's okay or if it's them or I just spilled some of my coffee on me. So strange things that like that happen with your songs and rings. Yeah, it was so weird. Yeah, you think it's them, Dawn? I hope so. I really do. Because it would be nice to know he said goodbye and he's in a better place and he's, healthy now, The signs are for me to heal. And then, then yesterday, my friend I was with, we went out to the winery. She's like, oh, are we going to see signs all over the place now? And I'm like, well, kind of. Kathy, are you here? I went out to the car to get a sweater and a leaf fell right on my head and it was heart-shaped leaf. And I was like, oh, there's another sign. So now everything's a sign. Like, ooh, what else? But we'll do our Friday happy hour, you guys that are members, for sure. Friday, more than ready for it. We'll do it Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So be there if you're a member. And any member can join, the lowest level to the highest level. Yeah, another part, the other sad part is like, his sister has kept telling me that he was at his best when he was with me. He was the happiest when he was with me. So I have a video that we had when we went on a trip to Kauai and I have it on YouTube and it was done in 2011. So it's not that good, but one of my first things to video, I can share it with you guys too. But it's on my birth. I think it's on my birth nurse channel. I don't really even do that channel anymore, but it was it was a video of us in Hawaii, and you can hear his voice, and he looked so happy. We had a good time. Went to AA meetings every day while we were on that trip too. It was really good. How do you get membership on my channel? Just wondering. Oh, okay. So when you go on to, you're on the YouTube studio or whatever, not the old one, the classic, I think is gone anyways. If you go under monetization, it'll show you like the things that people can donate to you in the chat, like those little chat things or whatever, supers or whatever they're called. Next to that, if you're eligible, it'll say members, and then you can go in there and then you can set it up. You have to apply, like you have to come up with a name for each of your levels, how many levels, how much you want to charge. It recommends things. And then after it approves you, you tell them what your perks are for each level. And then after it approves you, then you can start making your emojis and stuff and start your membership. And then when you come here, you'll have the link for people to do a membership. It's kind of cool. I like it. I like having members. I know some people are like, you should give this to everybody, the things that you give to members. And I'm not taking anything away from what I normally do, but the members are supporting my channel. So I think you can get it once you have, I think you just need like 1,000 subscribers. I think pretty much anybody can get it. You just have to have, I think 1,000, because I can't do the t-shirt thing underneath my channel where you can get the Teespring, like where somebody just click on them and buy them. I can't get that until I get 10,000. So I was okay with that. And I only had around 5,000 when I started it. Denise Rainey's death could have been a suicide. This lockdown has affected many people in a strange way. But didn't someone say she went to the hospital and then was sent home? With medicine or something, so she was sick? You're fine, Sally. Welcome. Your merchandise, did you check on the website? Because I got my t-shirt. It should have shipped. It doesn't come from me. It comes from the Teespring website. So you can probably go on there and check the status. Not a suicide. Okay. Yeah. Oh, everybody's losing it with the lockdown. I'm just so glad to be able to get out now. I mean, yesterday, we went out, and then even at the winery, everybody has to sit outside, and then they have like chairs and tables far apart, and the staff's wearing masks and everything still, but it was nice. One of my shirts got shipped this week. Okay. Did you see that timeline Annie put up with Chad on the plane with the lady and Alex driving to Arizona in his hazard truck for possibly burial? JJ Chad dug the hole. What? No, I didn't see any of that. See, I basically fell off the grid this week because Monday, I was okay Monday, but then, Tuesday I found out that Tim died, and so then I was just like, I just couldn't this all week. It was just, and then I wanted to dig up pictures and stuff for his family. So I started doing that, and for me. And so I took so I've been really out of the loop this week. In fact, I was like, should I even do a live? But then you guys could help me figure out where I'm lost at right now. And I have another one. It's on True Crime Underground. Oh, I don't belong to them anymore because they're mean. I'm sorry. I'm very sensitive like that. No, I am. Thank you, Sally. I left there because of that time when that Heather lady was. Oh, thank you, Kika. Thank you so much for the donation, $19.99. Thank you very much. Thanks for being you. Thank you. Thank you. On me. Thank you so much. Thank you. So thank you. What was I going to say? I hate, now people always get on me when I forget my train of thought. She didn't fail, went to emergency and was sent home, I believe, next morning, and just passed away a day after that, as far as I've heard from Awen and Paul. So do you think she had COVID? I mean, are they suspecting that? It's so weird. Annie Cushing is only posting underground, I think. Did she? Okay, so she bailed on all the other groups because she was in my group for a while, but she left. But I'm not going back in that group, so you guys are gonna have to fill me in, or you can put a link if there's like her analytic stuff or something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Emily. I left there because there was that big controversy. Well, it wasn't controversy. I just didn't believe that it was that Stacy guy that was running the real life, real release Lori Vallow page. And they were like all about it being Stacy, they're positive, they're 100%, da, 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 da. And then that Heather made that video that got taken down because she totally docked somebody on it. And I was like, I hope you realize that you can't do that. You can't just go show somebody's house and, family and blah, blah, blah. And then she went and looked at my channel and she came back and started saying how shitty my videos were. Your shitty video, blah, 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 blah. And then they didn't do anything. They didn't stop her, So, and I never said anything mean to her. They might think I did, but I think I said, you got to check yourself like that because she was posting about that Stacy dude. And, which I just thought, you can't do that. I cannot go make a video out of somebody that we don't know for sure if it's their thing, show their address, show their house, show their family, show their kids. And I was like, you can't do that, whether you're right or wrong, if it's Stacy or not. And then she was being a big bully and she was blasting my videos. And I was trying to tag Carl and Andrea, and they basically ignored me. And I knew they were there because Andrea had posted right before, and they totally ignored me. And then one of the other moderators that isn't really involved popped in and said, stop it. Because at that point I was like, going toe to toe to her. And she just kept being a really mean person. And so then they didn't stick up for me. And I said, you're allowing bullying on your thing. Bye. And I left. So that was the end of me on underground. And, it was a good connection, but it's against my principles. Like if people are bullying on my group or anything, you don't get to do that. That's not okay. You don't get to tell somebody their videos are shitty in a group, something like that. So anyways, they're taking all the signs off the poles. Emma's husband called the police. Oh, Emma's husband is the one. He is the outspoken one in that family. He's the one that emailed or messaged me that time. Yeah, integrity, exactly. I'd rather have less followers than be a jerk. You know what I mean? I got attacked on the channel, but you held your own. Good job. Yeah, I was out. I was like, peace out. Bye. There's other channels. There's a bunch of them. I mean, there's other groups. I'll find it. I got enough people that share information with me too. So Emma's husband's brother is oh yeah, that's right. He works in the jails, right? Don't we say we're curious if he worked in the Rexburg? There was some people saying he did, and then some people saying he didn't. And then he blasted me when he sent me an email, and I was like, where are the kids? He's like, I'm not giving you any more information or something like that. I don't know, whatever. But I don't see how come the police are taking those down. Is it considered harassment at this point? Some lady on one of those channels said all the t-shirts got pulled down, but they have hundreds of signs that they are putting up. Okay. Yeah, Melanie Gibb, I think she got divorced around the same time as the whole rest of them. I mean, she was bought in, she bought into the whole thing initially. Brittany Moon has made yard signs for Rexburg. Well, maybe if the police would hurry up and just arrest the damn guy, then nobody would have to be putting signs up. If it was murder-suicide, the others must have been drugged. Melanie divorced her first husband in August. Has 3 little boys and immediately new boyfriend, David. Yeah. Lawn signs. Okay. Okay, you sent me a message? It's long about Annie's thought. Okay. I'll read it when I'm done, or should I read it now? Chad needs his nose rubbed in it. Yeah. Chad walking around still. I'm sick of this. God, I don't know. I know what they're waiting for, but is it going to happen? We need some more interviews with the niece, Melanie. She needs to blab some more. I think if they had more time with Melanie Gibb, they would have got to her. The kid's gone missing saved her, I think. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I think so. Because utility company got complaints and signs of any kind are technically not allowed on utility poles. Oh, that's what they got them for. Okay. It's really starting to scare you that Chad's loose, Sally. Yeah, I could start trying to kill other people. Yeah, no kidding. You got my potato, Chad. On the Friday happy hour. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I feel like he's running the show. Where are the cops? I know. I get. They said there's a method to their madness, so I guess we have to trust it. Complaint by Chad's family. Complaint. We're complaining that there's missing kids. How about that idea? That sounds like a complaint to me. How about that idea? Complain about a stupid sign, Chad. Tell us where the kids are, right? Like, okay, this can end. Moving back to Wisconsin Monday, my daughter and kids, long trip from my, that is a long trip. Did you see the interview with Nate Eaton and the author lady? Nope, didn't see that one either. It was this week, right? Anything that happened this week, I pretty much didn't see this week because I didn't realize that I would be out of commission for a week. I asked attorney Scott Reich on his live chat what his thoughts were on Chad and the death of Tammy. He said he believed that if the police had enough evidence, they would have arrested him. Yeah, I know. I would think so too, but I also heard that they're trying to wait for other people in their loop to incriminate themselves so they can arrest them too, which is weird, but makes sense in a way. But I still don't understand why they'd have to wait for somebody else to incriminate themselves unless they're listening in on conversations or something that they're having, you know? The only thing I'm learning from Alice is that kids can go missing. And apparently that's okay. I know. That is just the most bizarre thing to me ever. It's June. They were missing in September. I mean, how does that even make any sense that that'd be okay at this point? You know, where the hell are your kids, lady? You're just going to sit in jail while your kids are missing? And that's okay? That's not okay. I don't know. Just super annoying sometimes the way that the system works. The more I read up on the worse it gets. Their 30s. Her eyes were so expressive. She really told the best Chad interview. Ooh, I'm going to have to watch that one for sure. Thank you, The Journey to Justice. You love my channel. Appreciate it. Get my channel back on track here a little bit. It's been a weird week, but mind-boggling. Yeah, almost a year, right? Arizona's been quiet, and they were close to indicting Lori. Yeah, I remember Justin Lumet posted something like that about them thinking they were close to indictment of Lori for the Alex thing, Alex murder. I mean, not Alex, Brandon being shot at. That is a question, Christina. How many people are involved in Chad's radical group? That's a question. We don't know. I'm curious to see if it's a lot of people or if it's just a small group. And where are all the other people? Are they opening their eyes? Or are they, are they just still thinking we're crazy and they're not? Off topic, but can't help but mention how crazy it is that Letitia tried to escape. I saw that too. What is wrong with that woman? She is nutso. Where's she going to go? Like she wouldn't be recognized. Oh my goodness. That was just ridiculous. She's out of control, obviously. Yeah, she's nuts. And all these court dates. Do you think Lori's court date's going to get pushed back? Do you think the preliminary hearing is going to get pushed back more? I would like to know who's at that pool party too. Obviously, Melanie Gibbs said she wasn't there because she didn't find out for a couple days, 4 days. Yeah, Eleni, the crazy. You guys said you wanted eyelashes for Melanie's eyelashes and a portal emoji. The eyelashes, I'll probably have to have the the white background so you can see the eyelashes, but that's cool. We can do that. Possible update on the Madeline McCain. Yeah, I saw that too. Watch her eyes when she's talking. Let me know what you think after you watch it again. They're all doing damage control though, so people don't think they're crazy. Maybe the reason Chad hasn't been arrested because the FBI are locating the other players in the dangerous cult. Yeah, I mean, and Kay had posted that thing that, believe it or not, there's stuff happening behind the background. Yes, Portal and eyelashes. Those are the two new ones. Okay, I can make those today. I can make Portal and eyelashes today. Rob, you'd think that Rexburg would charge Chad with misleading an investigation when he told Gibb not to cooperate with the police. I wonder if there's enough to charge with conspiracy. Yeah. Has anyone heard? Yeah. I mean, right? Has anyone heard that another YouTuber who covers Lori? Yes, we did. We were just talking about that a few minutes ago. It's horrible. Denise Rainey. I'm going to have to go back and watch some more videos, but then that's just going to make me sad because I've already had a freaking sad week. So I might have to wait a little bit. Because it's been a bad week here. Don't forget an emoji for Chayton and Lucifer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know how many emojis I'm at, but I know I can at least add a couple now. So I'll make my list. Let's see. I got a list. I write it down. We want eyelashes, and we want Portal, and we want Lucifer and Chayton. That's funny. And then I'll give my shout out to my top tier people. The top 2 tiers get shout outs. That's Charlie Girl Says, Lisa Edmondson, Julie Krinky, Dawn, Marie Taylor, Rainy Joe, and Carrie Burke. Rainy Joe, you're the new one. Thank you for being here, you guys. Awesome. And then with my top, the 6 cents, we got to figure out when we're going to do. I'll put a poll up with you guys only, and we'll see when we can do that Zoom call and who wants to do it and when. Okay. It's a small group still, the top tier. So, and then Friday for sure, we'll do our happy hour here. Friday at 5. I picked up my wine club wine, so I have a couple really good bottles of wine. I'll have to open one for our Friday. I wish I could share it with you guys. Do you think the coroner is part of Chad's group? Would explain why autopsy on Tammy until other states? Yeah, because there's like a didn't what was the one? Court TV? What one did that on that? They had that guy with the eye patch on talking about it and how ridiculous it was that there wasn't an autopsy. Moon Maid, Lori Lips. Hi, hit like and subscribe. Yes, please. Please. We got 32 likes. Can't wait for happy hour. Haha. It's so fun. Everyone should join. I know. I mean, it's $1.99 and you can quit at any time. And it was really fun, and we got to talk, and I got to have a glass of wine with you. And you don't have to drink. You can have water or coffee. It's just happy hour. It's just happy hour time. Coroner only had a high school diploma. Yeah. Did the Rexford coroner have to be medical doctor? No, the coroner isn't, but there's a medical examiner. So if the coroner says, it's like almost like a police officer, kind of, that's their role. They're coroner, but they're elected. And then the medical examiner, actually, if the coroner says, yes, this is a coroner's case, we need to autopsy this person, suspicious circumstances, whatever, then the medical examiner does the autopsy. Another creator did the same skit that you do, changing their voice to be Lori and Chad. Did you get it from her, or did she get it from? She even said the same skit you do. I made it up myself. I've not seen anybody else do it ever. So somebody's taking it on. Did they do it better than I did? That's all mine. And mine. I don't know why. That one day I just started doing their voices, and I kind of just went with it. So Who is it? Who's doing it? I want to watch. I want to see how they did my skit. Thank you, Audrey. You had to send it to my Facebook? Okay. $2. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate it very much. I am a true original, Lisa. This is true. There's only one of me. That was Linda on the crime. That was Linda. It's a Crime. People on there called her out. Linda did the voices? Linda on It's a Crime did it? Wow. I'm really surprised. Because her channel's great. She don't need to take anybody else's stuff. Wow. I'm really surprised. I subscribe to her channel. I don't get to watch it very often, but I'm a subscriber just to support her channel. Wow. She talked in a voice imitating me or imitating Lori? I hope she wasn't imitating me. That's not nice. I started doing. Somebody did call her out on it. She does voices on other cases. Has she always? I've never heard her do it. I started watching. I actually, before I even started my channel, I watched her a little bit. I've never seen her do it. She has? Okay, well, whatever. She has a very busy channel with a lot of people. She has a lot more subscribers than I do. She has a good channel. So whatever she's doing, my material is copyrighted. Oh my goodness. It was only once? Okay. I mean, whatever. I'm going to, we'll let it slide. But if she keeps saying it and doing it, that's weird. She didn't know. So she just happened to do it too. Okay. Well, I can see that. She wasn't imitating me. Okay, good. That's what I mean, if she's imitating Lori, she's fine with that, but they want the same. Okay. Never seen her doing it. Okay. So everybody's got a different little bit of take on that. From my sofa, Lori in Chad's voices totally cracks me up every time. He's hilarious. I love watching him. I popped in on his live recently and he's just funny. I love the way he does it. His videos are perfect. They're just hilarious, Chatty Daddy. I really don't think she meant any harm or was trying to copy you. I really don't think she would do that purposely towards you. Yeah, okay, good. Because I'd be surprised, but if it was just happened to do that. Let's see. What else, guys? And then anything else I missed this week that I would have gone? So the Annie thing I want to read, and the chat interview, or the interview Nate did with the person. Okay, yeah, she does seem like a nice person. So that's why I was like really surprised when you guys are saying that. And I mean, her channel's great. She's doing great. So I don't see any reason why she would need to copy me. I know that there is a crime person channel out there that blasts other channels. And that's not cool. It's like you're almost like your coworkers. I mean, yeah, they're doing the same thing you do, but you guys subscribe. You don't just go, most people will get different styles, like different people in their own way, maybe like more than one, maybe watch more than one, Eleni, thank you very much for the $3 donation. Very much appreciate it. Look at the little Tylee and JJ emoji. We got to get them home one way or another. Darn it. Annie's been putting out a lot. Yeah, she's on it right now. She's like on a rampage to get something accomplished, Annie. But like I said, if she's only posting on Underground, I'm not really seeing what she's posting. I thought she was posting on Misery too, but Annie is an honest, good or Linda. Linda is an honest, good YouTuber like you are, and she wouldn't copy anything people on the channel told her you were copying her. I watched you both, and it wasn't the same. People said I copied her over there. I didn't copy anybody, and she probably didn't copy anybody. Let's just say that. Because I just started doing it one day when I had it in my head what they sounded like, and that's what came out of my mouth. Annie has put out a lot, and sure, her account hasn't been hacked. I just thought what she's been posting seemed out of character. Oh, really? Not misery. Glad to see your sweet face, Kathryn. Thank you. I was worried about you this week. You know, life. The really sad part about this is we all were friends back in the day too. And I have this camping picture with my best friend, my friend that I told you, who I suspect foul play on her death, Pam, and her boyfriend at the time, Ed, and me and Tim, and this fun camping trip we went on, and I posted some pictures of it or whatever, but it was just the four of us, and all three of them are dead, and I'm not. So it's terrible. Pam died, what they're calling a suicide, which I don't believe. And Tim just died this week, and then Ed had cancer and died. So it's like everybody in that picture is dead but me, and we're not old. You know what I mean? We're not like we're 80 or 70 or 90. So it kind of is unsettling. You know what I mean? Like when all your friends, and I mean, one of my other boyfriends that I had since after my divorce is dead too. So it's like people need to stop dying. This is not very nice, but my ex-husband and I get along just fine. But I said, I texted him and I said, I hope you're taking your blood pressure medication because another one of my exes died, and don't be a statistic. Because he's really bad about complying, and he's my kid's dad. He does not need to be going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, that's the one, Melissa, with the bottles from the trash can. That's the trip with us, all four of us. And we thought we were so funny. Like, I remember those guys had beer and stuff, and Pam and I really maybe could handle a drink. Like, we were not drinkers. We were young. And so they had beers and stuff. And so we went and found all these other bottles of alcohol and put them on the table, and then took a picture like fake, like we're drinking all this. And that picture has lasted forever. And I posted it. But that was the camping trip that the four of us were on. And they're all dead but me. And that would have been like 1983, 1984, something like that. So you want to see those videos? You want to see the video? Which video, Opal? Where's my water? So I think our parents probably, they didn't see that. And I never showed anybody that picture with all the bottles of booze until like our parents or whatever, until after Pam died. And then I posted it on Facebook, and her mom was like, what? I didn't know you guys were like that, doing all that. I'm like, no, we really weren't. We weren't that bad. Thank goodness. Oh, my vacation videos. Yeah. Okay. It is on the other, my other YouTube channel. I'll have to get the link somehow. Where's my phone? Oh, I don't have it. I was gonna say, I wonder if I can, you know what? I can put it in the link below this, right? I mean, it goes back to my other channel. It's just my vacation to Kauai with Tim back in 2011. I'll put it in the link here, and I'll put it on the Facebook group too. If you're in the Facebook group, right? I lost so many friends in the last 10 years, all under the age of 50, 4 of them. No cause of death was determined. It's horrible. What is happening? That's awful. Yeah, I mean, everybody is not, 40s and 50s. It's really scary. I don't like it. I feel like we're all supposed to grow old for some reason in my head, or we get ripped off. But I guess that's not the plan. And then one of my very closest cousins died after a hysterectomy a few years back. She was only 46, and they didn't do an autopsy, which I was like, why? Because that was malpractice. Like, there's no reason she should have died after a hysterectomy. So yeah, it's like this gloom and doom. you know. But, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, that's crazy. Um, so Dawn, you sound like me with your friends. It's terrible. I know. That's why I said if I wake up and see one more post of somebody that from my youth or my good friends that are dead, I'm gonna lose it at this point. Everybody needs to take a break. No dying for a while. I need a good 5 to 10 years before they do. Anybody young or not elderly. If the cookies story is true, it means Chad's kids knew Lori before she went to Hawaii, right? Yep. And their stories are really weird because a lot of them have put out different stories. Like my dad met her in Hawaii, and then somebody's like, Emma said something about a friend of the family, an old friend of the family who lost her husband recently. So the stories are all weird. Dawn, they all went to sleep and never woke up. And no, not like, and there's no like foul play. Do they all know each other too, or they just know you in common? If everyone lived, Social Security would go broke. Well, that's true. That's true. But it's just sad when you know the people that are, having dying too young. Good to see you too, Lise. Thank you. Thank you for the emojis. NBC both have apps. I can't remember which station Dateline is on, but you can watch it on the app. There you go. Statistics show that a lot of people do die in late middle age. They say we make it past 60 or so, we are likely to live on into old age. My mom told me that one time that especially men, if they make it to 60, they're probably pretty good to live on to old age, but a lot of men die in their 50s. I think a lot of them just keep their youth lifestyle going, and they don't realize that their body can't, repair itself on a daily basis as you get old, because you lose, we start losing the ability to fight things. Like we all have cancer and stuff floating in our body, but if you're healthy and you have free radicals and your everything, they'll blast them. But once you get to the point where your body is sort of can't do that, that's why the elderly people die from COVID, because their body's fighting so many other things, just trying to sustain them. Susan, you're almost 60. You're going to make it? I'm teasing. This year, Lisa? I'm 56. The longer you live, the longer you live. I guess so. That makes sense. I actually really liked my 50s. Really a lot. I feel wiser and still feel pretty good, young enough. Although sometimes my back is bothering me, but that's not been bad. I mean, that's from pushing patients' legs when I was labor and delivery nurse, lifting them epidural legs and stuff, and being a flight attendant kind of ruined my back a little bit. But other than that, you're 28, Emily. You got a long way to go. I have a child your age. You're going to make it good, Susan. 58 and holding on to youth. There you go, Melissa. 56 is young. Yeah. I'm going to agree with that because I don't want to be old. I mean, I'll be old when it's time, but I don't want to be old yet. But I remember it's so funny. I have a diary from when I was like in 5th grade, and it's like one of those little diaries. It's probably here because I've been going through pictures, and it has like the little stupid key that you could bust into. And my dad in my diary, my dad turned 40, and I was like, Daddy's 40 today. He's so old. And now I'm like, whoops, he was not old at all. Perspective. 63 and going strong, Laura. Yeah, good. Yay. That's why I want to travel now, because I'm still, you can still get around really well and travel and see the world. And then COVID decided to knock our travel plans out the window. Billy, okay, I'm not young. You're closer to the end than the beginning. No, you don't know that. I could live to 120. You never know. And then I'd be closer to the beginning. Um, 50 is the new 40. It is. People you know what? People just it's just better now. We do better. We take care of ourselves, I think for the most part, better. Um, Connie, stop telling your age, but you're pretty old. All right, you don't have to tell us. Lisa, you're going to live past 100? Me too. As long as I have my brain, my mind, I'm fine living that long. Why not? Oh, Billy, you're 56 and you think you're closer to the end than the beginning? Well, maybe. Maybe, but who knows, right? We don't know when our number's up. I guess we'll find out eventually, or someone will. And did you guys, whatever happened with that whole thing between Annie and Kay saying that, oh, you're gonna be a grandma again, Susan? Yay, congratulations. Congratulations. So awesome. I was like so freaked out to be a grandmother, and I love it. I love it. What was that? Oh, so Annie was saying something about getting that Texas where they go and perform searches. And then Kay was like, no, we're not doing that right now. And there was like a little conflict going on there. Did anything happen with that? Yeah, right, Connie? As long as I have my mind. Now, what was I saying? Exactly. Look at me. I'm saying, oh, yeah, I'll be fine as long as I have my mind. Now, wait, what? What was I talking about? You have a 9-month-old granddaughter? Oh, so fun. Yeah, my daughter's due for her second, and I have a 2-year-old grandson who wanted me off the phone the other day. He's like, we'll call you later. I'm like, what do you mean you'll call me later? I'll call you later. Because they were busy doing something that he really wanted to do. And so I was interrupting by FaceTiming them. So he's 2.5, and then she's having a little girl in August. They're so fun. Okay. Well, all right. 56 times 2 is, yeah, he's probably right. Or Billy's right. I know you're right, but I'm young. You've been in recovery for 27 years, Maggie. Congratulations. Gosh, I really wish Tim could have done it. I really do. It's just such a sad story. You have 3 granddaughters. So fun. I think it was because Kay already had them lined up. Kika, 53. 53 is awesome. You're right in there with us. Look at all of our age group in here. It's kind of fun. And then we got some youngins. We love them very much. Jennifer Lopez is 50. Yeah. They don't have an exact spot to look, right? I mean, is she in Yellowstone? Did they throw her in a car and leave Yellowstone, a trunk or something? Did they, like what happened? I wonder if we'll ever know. Yeah. Good for you. You're in recovery too. Yep, Moonmaid. You guys are awesome. It's tough. Watched it. They can't help without an exact spot of knowing where the bodies are. Like, so they have to know basically a perimeter, right? I just look and feel young. Oh, wait, that's Melanie P, not Pinocchio. Well, she's a liar. Pinocchio or Melanie P, same thing. Yeah, right. But I wonder how much signal you lose in what about refry? What about the story of Alex talking to JJ and got rid of him on the way back to Arizona? Yeah, that I don't even know that one yet. I gotta look at that. That they just told me about that now. So I want to check that story out. I think he put the screws to Chad. I'm sure he knows what happened to those kids. I'm sure of it. I would be 99.9% sure that he knows. Has the FBI or police used cadaver dogs yet? But where? Like, and somebody was saying that um they had a new Cadillac in their driveway or something like that. And they said that the day after JJ disappeared, Emma sold her Cadillac on Craigslist or something. And somebody was saying that they could have used that Cadillac to dispose of JJ and then sold the Cadillac. Somebody needs to find that Cadillac, that car. Did we get any more info on that while I've been crying for 3 days? They did take dogs to storage shed from what I heard. Yeah. Look up Darren Brown's videos exposing psychics. I think I don't really believe that psychics are like, I don't know. I tend to believe that they're not real, that most of them actually are just taking advantage of people, most of them. But I do believe that there's such thing as intuition. And I think that maybe people can kind of get a sense of things and be able to verbalize it because we get a sense of things like, you know what I mean? But I think some people are really good at just being able to pick up on some kind of sixth sense, you know what I mean? But not literally like, I don't know. How am I explaining that right? Because when my daughter was really little, she'd be in the back of the car and I think I told you this story before, and she would tell me exactly what I was thinking about out of the blue. And I'd be like, what? How did you know I was thinking about that? So I think there's an intuition, but yeah, you can't control it. You can't make it happen. It just pops something, you get a feeling or whatever like that. But, and other than that, I don't know. But they can, as long as they're not hurting anybody, go for it, whatever. I don't think they should be taking advantage of people. Right. Not real, but intuition mistaken for psychic ability. Yeah. Like, haven't you ever had a feeling like something's going on, like with one of your kids or something like that? Like, who was telling us that last week that she just kind of she had a near-death experience? Who was telling me? And she had a feeling that her son, her grandson was out in the middle of the night, and he was, and called. So who was that? Which one of you guys was that? I can't remember. But stuff like that, like kind of just an intuition, like something's up. But it's not like, okay, let's sit down and let's find out if your dad is going to come talk to us right now. That's where I have a hard time. Yeah, when I try nothing, right? Exactly. Just like, oh, that was weird. Like with the rings with Tim, that's weird. That's not normal. And then the song, that's weird. And when my dad died, we had all kinds of weird stuff. We had a phone call come in and the person was text to talk. My mom, we were on our way to the funeral home and the person's like, how are you, hun? And then dead line, never called back. Didn't know who it was. Weird. It was the day my dad died or day after. So weird stuff, And then the printer and his printer computer just started one day, just printing out all these pictures of us, like stuff he had in the computer. Weird like that. So I don't know. I know there's some stuff that happens and we can't explain it. And, oh, wow, Emily, feeling that my grandparents would die soon and to hug my grandparents because they passed 2 weeks later. That's wild. Yeah. Hi, Kimona Pow. Kimona Pow. Pa. Why do I always mess that up? I know what you're saying. I know how to pronounce it. How are you? Chad and his fellow authors have so-called visions is the same as claiming to be psychics. I think Chad is probably not delusional. I think he's a liar. Yeah, I agree. I think that Chad is a liar. I don't believe anything because he's not doing anything good with it. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're not doing something good with it, then I'm not gonna believe that you are anything other than a liar. Dreams that come true, places I haven't gone, and then weeks or months after I go there, events that will happen, but they are few. Yeah. And you can't control it, right? That's the thing. Bothered me that Melanie acted like Chad really has visions and should be believed because she said he was a visionary. And then we were talking about, because I asked, and somebody explained to me, that in the LDS faith, they do believe that people have visions, but it's not really like about other people. It's more about like you get a sense of what's good for your family or people in your own life and this and that, but it's not like something you just blast out there. And I think we all have that, I did not, that was sent to me. The statement from Chad's brother. I got to read that too. Look I got a whole list of things to do, but I really want to read that. I just saw that yesterday. It was sent to me. Chatty Daddy is a potato liar, big fat liar. Yeah, Melanie is still not out of the brainwash fog. I agree, Dels. Yeah, she's not. She's still got a lot of that in her. Yeah. So, and I don't know. It's just weird. I think Chad's taking advantage of people. Bottom line, I think he wrote his books with all this stuff that probably doesn't even really happen to him, and got all these people to believe in this, and he took advantage of them, and that's what I think. That's what I'm going to say. Chad used the same pickup line on Tammy that he did with Lori, that they were married in previous lives, that she's Emma or who was she? They belong together. Interesting. Yeah. No, Chad is not at his parents' house. Okay. Chad's a snake oil salesman. Yeah. Yeah. He's a phony. He's like the guy at the fair, the crystal ball lady at the fair. That's what he is. You go in and get your crystal ball read, and it really means nothing. If someone gives you the line, "We were married in a previous life," don't fall for it. I'll be like, yeah, because I don't believe in previous life, so there's no way that would happen, right? You need to come up with a better line than that for me, please. Thank you. I think Chad has some sort of delusion of grandeur about his life. Yeah, I think so too. I think he tries to make up for the fact that he's a dork. Do we say that word anymore? Dork? Because he's kind of a dork. It's in the interview with the lady author. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I think we're all kind of on the same page with all that. Yeah. What else, guys? I know I'm kind of a bummer today. He thinks he's special and godlike. Oh, yeah. And Lori's a gatherer and she's a god and all this other crap. Good. Dork fits well. Yeah. I haven't used that word in a million years, I don't think. Chad is in over his head. He is always nervous. Oh, I believe it. He feels superior and grandiose. Emma is all in with her daddy, removing shirts from poles. Yeah. Obviously, she doesn't give a crap about the fact that her mom was probably murdered, or she's in such denial that she feels like since Alex's autopsy came back, that her mom's will too. You're not a bummer today, Kathryn. You're great. Thank you for being here. Thank you. There we go, Terry. Welcome to Cold Case. We got a new member. You can come to happy hour Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you for joining. The more members I get, the more emojis I can make. Thank you, Terry. Yes, these cult leaders always benefit financially and sexually. Isn't that weird? So weird. Yes, hit the like button if you guys can. That'd be awesome. What about custody case Justin Lum posted. Didn't understand it. Did I miss that too? Did I miss everything? Was I asleep for a week? I think I was. Yeah, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe. If you're not new, join maybe the membership if you can afford $1.99 a month. Tony, hi, I'm awake. Okay. Welcome. Happy morning. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. So what else is going on in the world? Did Suzanne get found yet? They find anything? I feel like that one's just kind of gone quiet. The Colorado lady, Suzanne Morphew. I did a little one on her when everything was going crazy. They thought they found a body, and then all of a sudden, screeching halt, nothing. Yeah, Kay and Larry did go to a custody hearing, but they said they can't really tell us anything about it. And then there's another one coming up, but it sounds like it's in September. What happened with Scott Peterson this week? Is he going to get a new trial? Oh, I don't know. I saw something about that. They were trying, right? No word on Suzanne. So weird. Yeah, that is weird. Who keeps taking posts down? I miss them. Hi, Gayla. Welcome from Sacramento. You're looking to join the member button, Kay? Can't find it on your phone? You guys tell her how to do it on the phone because I don't know. I know somebody did it on their phone the other day. I think there's a way. Morphew's husband is trying to get guardianship so he can see the house. Oh, they still haven't let him in the house? Barry's working everything with his money. Huh. Nope, didn't see that. The new guy did a Barry interview. Nope, didn't. You're not too late. Welcome, Allison from South Africa. I know, you guys, I wish I could just, if I could see that this being a YouTuber could be a full-time job because there's so many cases and stuff you want to cover. And then I have to check out 40 hours a week to do my job, my day job. My youngest son, he's 21. He's like, Mom, do not. I'm like, Michael, I cannot quit my job. Don't worry. It's not happening. No, I'm not that kind of YouTuber. So, so he's like all worried I'm going to quit my nurse job. I'm like, no, it's not happening. I can't. I don't wish I could. I have a great job. I love my job. But think he wants to sell the house if needed. Okay. Tyson Draper interviewed Barry Morphew secretly, posted it on YouTube, and then took it down. Did anybody, if you ever see stuff like that, you guys, I have an app where I can download YouTube things and have them forever. Like that one of Lori and Sunny dancing at the karaoke. They took that down, but I have it downloaded. Like the one of Christopher Parrott flying his drone. They took that down, but I have a copy of it because I could download it. I downloaded it. So if you ever see anything really cool that you think is going to disappear, tell me and I'll download it. I wonder if Chad's calling COVID-19 is great earthquake. Could be. It's called, the app is called Video Duke. VIDEODUKE. Video Duke. That I downloaded it onto my computer. And when you go in there, you just put the link at the top of what YouTube video you want to download, and it downloads it. It's really cool. It's really helpful when you want to grab something that you know is going to go away. There's no way to join with the iPhone or iPad. They don't have it on their app, on the YouTube app yet. They need to update that. You didn't know about it till after it was deleted. Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody wants that to do that, that's a way to get to keep it. Early on, one of Chad's sons told a friend his day went to Hawaii, met a widow, and got married. And then Melanie G said after family service, kids took Lori to Rexburg for cookies. Yeah. So which is it? There's so many lies out there with those people. All those people have a different story. Oh, Susan says you can join on iPhone. You have to exit out of the live chat, she says, and then come back, I guess. What else? Hi, unapologetically me. Hello. There you go. Sandy, welcome to Cold Case. Thank you for joining. I wonder how many emojis I can be up to now. Makes every time people join, I get like every so many people, I can make a new emoji. So I have to do that. Some of you guys, your badges are going to turn pretty soon, in a couple weeks to the 1 month badge. Everybody still has the pink badge. Marilyn, yes, hi Marilyn. I joined online last week. You have to download a different version of YouTube. Google it and it will guide you. Wow, it has to be so complicated, everything in this world. Look at Sandy using all the emojis. And, I like the mummy one too. Kind of stands out. And the potato. I think those are my favorite is Melanie's long nose, the potato, and the mummy, I think, so far. If you're not a subscriber, you guys should subscribe to my channel so you know what's happening over here. I'm usually more active than I've been this week, but things will get back to normal here now, I think, because there's nothing real else we can do about it. It is what it is. If you exit out of the live chat, it doesn't allow me to see the live anymore or comment. Like, you can't come back? Oh, thank you, Sandy. You don't chat much, but you've been listening forever. Thank you. Yeah, I think we have a lot of people that just listen. They all should say hi one day just for the fun of it. Whoever is listening out there that doesn't talk to us. So we know who you are. I'd like to know if any of my friends or family are watching. That's what I would like to know, because I've told them 100 times that they need to at least subscribe. But they listen to me in real life. They're like, why would I want to listen to her on, no. Watch a genetic detective in ABC TV show. It's so good about solving cold cases with DNA through the family. Oh, okay. Genetic detective, ABC. Okay. I'm going to write that down. That sounds really interesting. Genetic ABC. Okay. Genetic detective. ABC. Somebody told me that on Amazon Prime Goliath, my friend Kathy told me that it's really good. Have you guys watching that? The Golden State Killer was caught that way. Cool. That's awesome. I'm glad you like it here on Saturdays, Dels. Now, if I ever go on vacation or anything, I can try to still do it. When I go down to my daughter's house, my grandson may be involved, but I can still do my Saturday live. 158 people watching, but only 57 likes. Hit that like button. Last time I said that, somebody blasted me. They said they unsubscribed because I said that. Oh, there's 157 people here and only 65 likes. And then they were all offended for some reason. I don't know why you'd be offended by me saying that, but the like button helps. It helps the algorithm. It helps me get more subscribers. It helps me get more views. It helps the channel. So people that can't donate or anything, if they hit the likes, if they watch the ads once in a while, helps. There you go. Thanks, guys. There are no friends, only YouTube. Lisa, believe that? Does anyone know how to get typed YouTube videos? What? Gumshoe Graham, what do you mean? I don't understand. I'm confused. The guy on 411 now did What's Lori Doing in Jail, her daily stuff. Oh, that's interesting. People get to, yeah, you're right. People, Susan, you can't go through life at all without offending somebody. Even if you sneeze, they'll be like, oh, that's offensive. Do not sneeze near me. Well, especially now with COVID, you sneeze near somebody, all hell's going to break loose. Pamela, yes, I heard Tyson say that. I thought it was because media was all over it and making assumptions. I hope they saw that case. Cold truth. Okay. Cool. Hello, I'm new, Cold Truth. I've been trying to catch one of your lives for a while now. Looks like I'm late to the party, but I'm here listening. Thank you for being here and saying hi. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Lori has a couple of people she sits and does Bible study with every day, otherwise keeps to herself. And they said she's singing hymns or something too. Well, I hope she's doing like learning something from the Bible. Like maybe she needs to come clean. How about that idea, Lori? Right? She's going to do Bible study. Now, those people in jail need to give us an interview. I've been following the McCain case, recent updates. Yeah, so do you think that guy that's in jail is actually the murderer? Because they've been blaming the parents for so long. Terry, this is the greatest emoji ever. Looks just like him. I know, right? I love the potato grip. But yep, he's awesome. Potato Chad. So funny. Yeah. Hope she's reading the actual Bible and not Chad's crazy nonsense. Yeah, exactly. So the McCain case, they said that they're suspecting there's a person that's actually in prison right now that did it. And they're saying she's dead, which I figured she was dead. I don't know. I think Lori will claim insanity and say Chad made her do it. But someone told me, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but someone told me that you can't plead insanity in Idaho. Like they don't let you do that. Yeah, I don't know how she can. I know, right? How can she read the Bible and believe it and then do wrong? Our Bible doesn't teach us that. I know, isn't that's just so weird? Like open the Bible and just be like, oh, I'm studying the Bible, but I just murder people anyways because I got a chapter that nobody knows about. I don't know. Like, so weird. Just so weird. Yeah, see, no insanity defense in Idaho, you guys. See? Someone just said that. Allison said, no insanity defense in Idaho. Yep, Lisa too. And Kika says, insanity is a hard case to plead. I've heard that. You're not allowed to be crazy in Idaho, Eleni. Apparently not. No crazies allowed. Now, the Mormon uses the regular, our Bible, the Christian Bible, but they also have the Book of Mormon and some other books. That's what I know. I heard that too, but you can claim diminished capacity. That's close enough. Oh, yeah, she's diminished. All right. Don't you know that Lori is Satan's sister? I wonder if Chad has put a portal in the jail cell. I'm thinking he has to get in there to do it because the way Melanie described it, Melanie Gibb, is that you have like, you put a box or can or something, and then that's the portal. But then it's like not really a portal, but it is in the closet. They've said closet. They have specifically said closet many times. I've never been to USA, but I love true crime, so I know a bit about your laws. I guess, do we have there's a lot of people in other countries interested in the US true crime stuff, huh? We probably have a lot of crazy cases here. But it is definitely interesting. In a few more days, the world will end, according to Lori and Chad. And then what will they do when it doesn't end? They're going to say that they got extra time like Tammy did. Oh, well, guess what? I just got a revelation. We get some extra time. It's going to be next year. That's what Chad's going to say, you know. And Lori's going to be like, yeah, we just get we don't know why. But remember when Tammy was going to die and they said she didn't die yet and she got extra time? The whole world is going to get some extra time. That's what I think they're going to say. When Mormons come to my house to evangelize, I have that Book of Mormon with them. Yeah. Idaho has a guilty but insane, which is more punitive than insanity. Okay. I'm from Asia, Philippines. Your cases are interesting and you guys have a lot of new tech to help solve cases. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Does Chad go see Lori in jail? I'd love to hear those conversations. I heard that they can only video chat or phone calls. I don't think they can face-to-face or glass-to-glass or whatever. I hope Tammy never knew about what was going on with Tori. I think she did. I think she was getting suspicious, according to Melanie Gibb, and Lori knew it. And then somebody mentioned that's probably why she was sleeping on the couch, because she was probably gonna either ask him for a divorce or she was mad, you know. I hope Tam, yeah, no, do so. Hopefully, Susan, there's also the pearl of great price. Thanks. Okay, agreed. I'm sure Lori has made portal in her cell and communicates with Chad. Yeah. Yeah. I heard they talk. There's a video that Nate did with a radio show, and he said they talk for hours. Hours. And those are being recorded. So maybe they're waiting for something to show up in that. I think Melanie said that she doesn't know where people got that date. She hasn't ever heard of the date for the end of the world. I know. Melanie did say, she said she heard August or something, but not specific. But I think the original date came from Charles, like something Lori said to Charles. Tammy supposedly was sleeping on the couch when she died. Lisa. Portal vibrations. Is Lori eating or drinking yet? Well, probably not, because she's a translated being and she doesn't need to eat. She can't get sick. She doesn't have to eat. She doesn't need to do any of that stuff. I guess I didn't know that Tammy was sleeping. Heard that through whatever I heard it through. Gosh only knows at this point. There's been so much, and this has been going on, I feel like, for so long now that I don't know where certain stuff has come from. I'd have to go back and watch all my own videos. It's a lot. This will be like 76 or something. It's crazy. And nothing is, no arrest, no murder, no bodies, no nothing yet, you know, except for her in jail for not telling where kids are. And we got 70 plus videos on it. That's how crazy these people are, right? Who can make 70 videos before there's anything really going on legally, right? I thought Tammy was in bed with Chad and ended up on the floor next to the bed. And I heard that she was on the couch and wound up in the floor on the couch. But I don't know. It's not fact. It's rumor. I don't know. I hate Chad. Yeah, he's an asshole. Is Lori still getting Social Security for the kids? I mean, right? It's probably just going in her account. Yeah, Chad's told two different stories. Thank you, Gayla. I'm trying to keep it at. Lori's made a few friends in prison. They have Bible study. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's what we just heard. So maybe those people get some info and tell us. The word is Chandler, Arizona police are still actively working the case. Yeah, I heard that too. No, Lori's not getting checks. Did they just stop it? They probably moved her dead body. Poor Tammy. Who was home when she died? Were any of her kids home? Because don't some of them live there? Yeah. Anything Chad says is suspect. You're right, Dels. Yep. 60K a year untaxed. That's crazy. Probably until something's proven. I don't think it is. No, so it's just SSI they're investigating. Yeah, because they're on the witness list that Social Security. They're on the witness list, right? Make a limit hours on phone in jail. I know, I would think they would, but they have to pay for it, right? It costs a lot of money to make those calls. Like, you have to put money on the books to pay for it. So I don't think it's cheap to talk that much. They're using the rest of Tammy's money, life insurance money, to talk on the phone. Emma and Joseph were there. Well, that makes sense because they're the biggest chatty daddy fans in the family so far. So when SS finds out that the kids are not around, Lori will have to pay back and probably be charged with fraud. Yeah, that's what we're thinking on that one. So that's good. She's not getting away with nothing. You know what I mean? She's in trouble no matter what. They all tell stories. Usually phone signups are limited to 15 minutes per day. You're expensive. They worked at the jail. Yeah. Chad and her lawyer are putting money up for commissary. Okay. Yeah, I know they're not cheap because I had a boyfriend that had a son in jail for a little bit of time, like at a low level jail or whatever, but you still had to pay money to put on a lot of money for them to make calls to each other. Will Lori's true hair color come out? Only your hairdresser knows for sure. Yeah, I'm thinking she's going to be looking pretty gray by the time July comes around, unless they do something, unless they have like gel makeup plus gel hair dye, gel highlights. Yes, this is live right now, Samantha. We are live, coming to you live from Left Undone. Live. You don't get government checks when you are in jail or prison. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. According to 411 now guy. Okay. See, some people really know a lot of stuff. We are live. We are live. Very live. And it is 11:58 a.m. Pacific time right now. All phone calls from the jail recorder, right? And that's what the big bent out of shape with Mark Means came in, because I guess their call got recorded and that was like all blah. But they deleted it and blah, blah, blah. And then he mumbled and jumbled in front of the judge and got nothing. Hair dye, yeah. Ah! Audrey. Nice. Perfect emoji for the hair dye. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Lori's getting a jail tattoo that says Chud for president. You haven't been in jail, Susan. Mark Means is also putting money on her books. Yeah. Do you think she's really paying Mark Means, or you think he's just doing this for the notoriety of it? Because he's kind of a bumbling, not really knows what he's talking about kind of guy, Blair, from what we can tell so far and what other people say. You received calls from an inmate and was shocked at the charges. Yeah, it's not cheap. I know it's not cheap. Like, you have to join this thing. I don't know. It's not like normal phone call. Make the portal emoji in a jail cell. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Put like the bars and then the portal thing. He has a gut feeling to protect her. Does he now? Is he one of them? No hair dye in jail. Notoriety. He's a bit of an ass. Yeah, he is. I don't like him. Well, he just comes across cocky, and he doesn't, but he also comes across like he doesn't know what he's doing. So how can you be so overconfident and not come across like you actually know what the heck you're talking about? Won't take any collection calls from jail. Yeah, don't. It's 3 p.m. in New York. Yep, you guys are 3 hours ahead of me. They're paying for her lawyer. Yeah. I kind of think Lori has hair weave. Yeah, I think she has extensions in there, right? But does she... What is her natural color? I think her natural color is looking pretty gray at the top. I mean, she's 40 whatever years old. Although I don't have any. That was one good thing I got out of the gene pool. There's no color at the top of my head, because obviously it's all growing out. I don't have any gray. Somehow, some way, I got something good out of the gene pool there. You never know. It's gray, yeah. Brown hair. How many days has Lori been in captivity? She's been in captivity for a while, since Hawaii. When was that? Was that February or March? How about a portal emoji? I picture a porta potty. You remember when that one was going around? I think I had it on one of my covers with like a porta potty standing next to Lori. Portal. That was funny. This is my natural color. Yeah. It's supposed to be a balayage or whatever the heck. So, but I think she didn't do it right when she did it, because it's supposed to fade lighter, and I feel like there's too much of a link. But this is actually my normal hair color right here. No gray. This is the only colored part is the highlights part. So that's my hair story. If I went to jail, I'd be fine. You guys would not be able to make fun of my hair yet. I wish I'd seen that, Kathryn. 161 days and Lori's been in jail. Wow. Okay. That's pretty long now. I will never understand why she just won't say what happened to the kids. She's so evil. I know. She's just a horrible person. Like, how can you just, I mean, okay, brainwashed. All right. But at some point, I think you're going to be like, what the heck happened? What did I do? If you were really brainwashed. Or if you're just evil, you're just going to keep being like, I don't do anything wrong. I'm just helping the rest of the world get rid of zombies. It's my job. I'm supposed to get rid of zombies, people. Like, why would I tell them where my kids are? My kids were zombies. My kids are gone. I killed the zombies, you know? Are we all invited? Wait, what I missed? You do use some coloring. Well, no. Well, so my hair lady is a balayage, and so it's normal dark, and then it goes lighter down here. So this is highlights, yeah. But the top, this is all my normal color right here because I haven't been there in months to get it done because we had COVID issues. So I'm well overdue for anything. You're getting it fixed Tuesday? I know. I got to get mine done pretty soon, but it's holding up okay right now. I don't know. I'm not going anywhere really exciting. Chad has to protect Lori because he knows about everything regarding children and Tammy and Alex. Actually, everybody. She can't have him talking. He can't have her talking. They're both invested. Yeah, I think they want somebody to turn on somebody, right? Like somebody turn on somebody. Let's get this show on the road. She would move to state prison, yeah. I guess the Rexburg jail is probably not like as scary as a state prison would be, right? With actual murderers and stuff, you know? Yeah, makes sense. We could have a group she would have to admit murder if she said where the kids were. Yeah. Sounds like it. I don't think they're hidden. I've given up hope on that, really. I mean, I haven't lost hope. Like, there's always a chance for a miracle, but it just doesn't seem logical at this point. Just the way they stopped, they just were nowhere all of a sudden and nothing since. Vidal Sassoon. Ooh, who's it? Most salons in Northern California didn't shut down. Wow. Parrot has done a huge disappear. Yeah, he's very quiet now. And so everybody decided, like somebody said that they decided that wasn't Stacy, whatever the heck, running the Release Lori Vallow page. They feel like it's a group of people, including Chad and Emma's husband and like 3 or 4 people. And I tend to think so too, but that's what I thought from the beginning. And I got in trouble because everyone's like, nope, we're 100% positive it's Stacy, blah, 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 whatever his name is. So I'm curious if anybody else got any more updates on that. Is it people still think it's that Stacy guy, or do we think it is Chad and them, their group? We should portal group chat. And Zulema. And then I saw that video. I haven't watched the whole thing, but apparently somebody put a video together for Alex's funeral, and it shows him walking Melanie down the aisle. You know, that coincidental wedding that happened 10 minutes apart. We get a lot of American content on TV here, as well as American movies, of course, really good stuff. So we follow a lot of what goes on. Also, Trump is endlessly entertaining. He is a character. That's for sure. Where's Zulema for sure? I know. She's very quiet. I bet the world is entertained by President Trump. I can see that. I can see that. First people to be running back into the closet. Sorry, Susan, I said chat instead Chad. Yes, approves Melanie lies. Yeah, she's a big fat liar. I wonder what Ian Pulowski thinks after Melanie Gibbs' interview. See, I'm still thinking that Melanie or Ian is trapped. I'm thinking he really was trying to help and thought these people were crazy nuts. And then she decided to surprise him with the baby. And then he was like, now what do I do? I got a kid in her body. Now I have to be on her side, at least until the kid comes out. And then once if she goes to jail, he'll get the baby. But in the meantime, he's protecting his own self and the baby. I just think that's what I think. Yeah, Ian looked weird in the interviews. He looked uninvested. Like, I just felt like he didn't have that, like, I love my wife connection there, you know? No, that we're talking about that one interview with Nate with Melanie and Ian. Yeah, he's resigned himself to the situation since Melanie is pregnant. Ian is stuck. I wonder if Ian wanted to get famous, not to get Melanie preggers again. Wait, what? Ian wanted to get famous, not to get. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe be like the hero in the whole thing or something like that. And then, oh, crap. Got her pregnant. Well, that's what happens. You sleep together, you know. Ian, it's how it works. You know that. You have kids. I'm imagining it can't be easy to be Chad's kids right now. Oh, yeah. I mean, especially if you're not Emma and Joseph. The other ones, I don't know what they're thinking, right? But Emma and Joseph seem to be really on Chad's side. My ears are ringing today. Weird. I think I went to a concert or something. Someone needs to write a book about this. I think isn't somebody already have one out or something? It's probably not very thorough, though, at this point, because it's such a long story and still nothing's really going on really yet, except for the fact that they're all crazy and weird and murderers and serial killers and child hiders, kidnappers. Ian inserted himself into the case, and Melanie too. Yeah, that's what he did. That's what happened. Melanie will have 5 children by the age of 31. Isn't that a bit hectic? Yeah, I had 3 by 29, and it's still hectic. And I had 1 more later. It's very hectic, like crazy hectic. And they're still, even as adults, they still need stuff, even if it's just a pep talk. Remember when Paul from Reporting from My Sofa said Ian just blinked 3 times for help? Yeah. Right? Come on. We'll help you. Let us know. Right? That's hilarious. Yeah. A lot of people think Annie's writing a book. I think Annie's writing a book. I do too. Why not? She's got it. Even if she's not writing it yet, I think Annie's gonna write a book. Ian is scared out of his mind. I agree. You had 3 at 28 and twins. Yeah. It was busy, blurry. It was a blur to me, raising all those kids, so close together. Because I had 1 at 25, 1 at 27, 1 at 29, and then 1 at 34. So it's typical LDS to have a bunch of kids. The LDS have a lot of kids. I wouldn't been able. I would have lost it. I already have a lot in my book, but maybe Ian's still working secretly with the FBI. See, I'm thinking maybe too. Ian did too much inserting himself everywhere. I have what's the deal with all these people writing books? What's the deal with all, like, Chad and Melanie Gibb and Hector and all of them? What's so interesting that they all say in these books that everybody wants to read? I like New York Times bestsellers myself, so I'm right now. What did I just finish? I finished a book recently. I'm trying to think what it was. Can't remember. I finished Where the Crawdads Sing, and then I finished another one right after that. That was pretty good. Ian's been all over the place, yeah. Ian's gonna bail. I think so too. I think that baby's gonna come. This is my hope. Melanie's gonna get arrested. She's gonna go to jail too because she's a big fat liar and she knows everything and she's not telling. And then I think Ian's gonna get the baby. She'll go into labor and have the baby. And then obviously when you're in jail, the baby has to go to foster care. So it's not gonna go to foster care because Ian is involved. So it'll go to Ian, and then Ian could go hide forever with the baby and live happily ever after. That's what I hope. Unless Ian knows what's going on, then Ian can go to jail too. But I just have a weird feeling about all that with Ian, because the fact that he came forward at first and helped the FBI makes me think that why would you flip after you already were like, crap, there's stuff going on, It just seems weird that he would flip like that so fast. All prophets need to have books written about them. Oh, apparently so. You've been reading Anne Rule. They write books because the gullible people buy them. That's why. Stop buying their dumb books. Dee Dee tells it like it is. Don't buy their books. Don't give them your money. Time are we at? Probably go soon. We should do a book club here on Left Undone. I read all different types. Yeah, we should. That'd be fun. Lisa, we need her back to write the story. If I was ever involved with something half this bad, my ass would have been in the slammer a long time ago. I know. I'm afraid, like, my registration was up for like a couple weeks, and I thought, oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble. I need to get my car registered. Like, that kind of stuff freaks me out, much less, killing people and getting away with it or robbing a bank or something. Like, I feel like I'd be thrown in jail immediately if I did anything wrong. It's weird, Well, you should watch the story of Mike Oxmall and Nick Gurr. Mike Oxmall and Nick Gurr, what's that? Is it a crime thing? Oxmall. I'm going to sneeze. I'm one of those people when I sneeze like 6 times. So hopefully that won't happen right now. Like Oxmall and Nick Gurr. Actually, that's a genetic thing. When I did my ancestry DNA, it had this questionnaire and it said, do you sneeze more than once when you sneeze? Like a series of sneezes. And I said, I do that. Yeah, exactly, Kathryn. I register my dog and I live on 120 acres. Yeah, see? So it's like we try to do the right thing. Like, I'm not going to get in trouble for that. That kind of stuff freaks me out. And then people just go commit huge, big crimes and they're walking around like nothing happened. Ian said the FBI accused Melanie of lying. Melanie said FBI found her story different from everyone else. It is different from, yeah. Kathryn Audrey Jensen made a great point about why Ian quit working with the FBI, because he doesn't want to be marked as a zombie. Yeah, I believe that. Because once you're a zombie, your days are numbered pretty fast. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just like, I'm okay. I'm just going to stay over here and be on their side because they're going to kill me and then you're not going to catch them and you're not going to put them in jail. So I'll just stay in the light side or whatever he said. Where was the LDS church during this torrid love affair? And kind of late. There's so much confusion about the LDS church because some people say it was excommunicated and others people say absolutely not. Is there a troll? What was that? Where was the LDS church during this torrid love affair? Okay. My girlfriend works in jails helping women get their resumes ready for when they get released. Hopefully Lori will never need the service. Would Lori work after she left jail anyways? She hasn't worked yet. Although she probably wouldn't be able to get all that fraud money at that point. She might have to work. The church doesn't spy on members. Lori worked, yeah. My girl, yeah, yeah. Probably too late for Ian now. He probably already marked for doom. Bye, Ian. Sorry. Who would hire her? She's not getting out. I don't think she's gonna get out. I don't know when, but I think something's gonna happen, and I think something needs to happen, and I don't know when because I keep thinking it's gonna happen next week, and we sit here on Saturdays, and I'm like, it's got to happen soon, and then it doesn't happen, and then I get like people saying it's gonna happen, and then nothing happens. So I'll go arrest him myself for crying out loud, but I have no authority to do that. She'll marry again. Oh yeah, she's gonna go find some dude. She's probably already flirting with the people that work in the jail. You know. Hi. Can you do me a favor? Is there any way I could borrow your cell phone for a minute? I'm Lori Vallow. Daybell. She probably married his soulmate already. Portal assistant job for Lori. And then the people that work there are like, yeah, here, you can use my cell phone, pretty lady. When are you going to fix your hair, though? Who else Googles is Chud arrested every day? I just figure you guys are so on top of everything that you guys will tell me if that happens faster than I see it. Plus, I'm on the West Coast, and a lot of people on the East Coast have things before I'm even awake. So I got some fast people in my Facebook group, man. Something happens and they have it posted in a split second. Who would hire Lori? I wouldn't. She's scary. She's now sealed with the state of Idaho. There you go, Melissa. You do, and I know I don't get all the news here. I totally Google that. There's got to be something soon. I'm super tired of waiting. Yep, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Did you hear about Latish trying to break out of jail yesterday? Yeah, someone said that earlier. I haven't read the story yet, but she's crazy, man. How the heck could she break out of jail? First of all, but she busted out of handcuffs in the beginning. So where'd they catch her? Like, how far away was she? Was she still in jail? Did she climb a fence? Did they pull her down? Like, I didn't hear the story. I just heard it happen. So I don't know how it happened or what she did. Out the window. Oh, that's funny. They have open windows in jail, but isn't there like fences after the open window? That's hilarious. Your group is the first one to know stuff. We're on it. You guys are awesome. You are. You guys get me info fast. You're like the intel. You're like my own special secret service FBI Left Undone group. Thought she would fit through the window. That is hilarious. In jail, tried to get other inmate to help. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, they're like, well, take me with you then. Why am I going to help you get out of here? I want to get out of here too, you dummy. She had already measured her body to see if she would fit through the window. Oh my gosh, she had a plan. Can anybody have a tape measure? I just really need to check a couple things. I wish they would have let her broomstick the window and fit. Oh my gosh, that would have been hilarious. Oh my gosh, that would have been so funny. She measured her. Oh, that is so funny. She was going to break the window with a broom handle and wanted help from another prisoner. Bye, Emily. Thank you for being here. We're almost done anyways. I'm going to be done pretty soon. That is so funny. So she actually told somebody, help me break this window because I'm going to bust out of here. And did they tell? Her ass is too fat. Could you imagine like if she got halfway out and got stuck? That would have been even funnier. Like, oh my gosh. The other prisoner panicked and snitched. Good. She is a piece of work. She is a piece of work. Yeah. At least they told, but she wouldn't. Do you really think she could have got out? I don't. I mean, once you break the window, I would think there'd be some alert to that. She wrote a letter to Harley saying, if you hear of me missing from jail, don't worry. Oh, God, she is freaking crazy. I need to do an update on her. I haven't done one in a while. My Gannon one was the only one I did. I do now. Definitely need to do a Letitia update after all this info because she's got an interesting set of. When a broken window set off an alarm, you would think. Oh, she's being transferred for psychological evaluation. Maybe she's doing all that crap on purpose to look crazy, right? Hello from Sweden, Anna. I wouldn't think they would be breakable. You'd think they'd have like that wiring through them or something. The letter was intercepted. That is hilarious. Yeah, they read the mail. Like you send a letter out, they open it, they read it, and then they'll send it. Like they read mail coming in and coming out. You can't just write a private letter in jail. I mean, I don't know if they spot read it, but for somebody like her, they're going to read everything she sends. Come on, right? She told the cellmate that a family member deposited $75,000 into account for her. She told the cellmate she would share it with her if she helped. And then the cellmate obviously didn't believe it. She's so stupid. She's a weirdo. She slipped under somebody's cell. Oh my goodness. She wrote the inmate letters. The inmate gave them all to the officers. She's so stupid. She's sliding the letters under the door, not sent through the mail. No, but I mean to Harley. If she sent a letter to Harley, they would have read that. And then obviously the inmate letters are right there. Yeah. That cellmate would have been found dead on the side of the road for sure. Thank you for helping me, Anne. Bye-bye. If Letitia had money, she wouldn't have a public defender. She's a pathological liar in addition to being a moron. Totally. That's so funny. I'm glad the inmate ratted her out. That's hilarious. Like, okay, Letitia, you going to trust people in jail? Like, they're there. You really going to trust them? And they know you killed a child? Like, I think even inmates are going to be like, interested in helping her. Like her family even has $75, let alone 75,000. She used code MIA, like nobody knows what that means. She is a nut job. Holy cow. What a weirdo. That's so funny. All right. I think we should wrap up because I'm going to work on my other video, you guys, that I'm trying to get done. And we'll see you on Friday, all the members, Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time for happy hour. All right. You guys have a great day. Have a good weekend. Stay safe and healthy. And I will see you really soon. And I should have a video up. I know I'm behind, but I'm working on it. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Billy. Everyone. Okay. You too. Bye. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.